Well, I think just by being in a band, you're a bit like an alien, you know. I mean, you don't really have a home, you know, because you're constantly traveling. So today, being in a hangar at a goth festival is no less surprising. We're different from being kind of in a sort of a Danish folk festival that we were a couple of days ago. It's kind of part of Placebo that that kind of enables us to play different kinds of festivals to different kind of crowds. Because I think throughout the years we've never tried to follow a trend or be a part of a movement, you know. And so I think people have a kind of hard time to classify us, and I think that's, you know, I mean, I guess one of the good things about, you know, about this band, that we can, you know, easily fit in a goth festival like this one, or a Danish folk festival, or a metal festival in the UK. It's funny, a lot of people, when they see a band playing, they see them in their kind of hometown, you know, and then once they finish the concert, they think that the band just goes away and goes on a holiday until they come back and play again in like 2 or 3 years. But the reality is that these bands that sort of tour, I mean, it's gig after gig after gig, and that's what we've been doing since the beginning, back in '96, and each tour lasts around, you know, a year and a half to 2 years. So it is quite a lot of traveling and a lot of sort of blood, sweat, and tears that goes into this, you know, because we're kind of doing it the old-fashioned way by just playing to as many people as possible. Yeah, it's been, you know, 16 years of pretty hard sort of slog, but it's what we do, and it's kind of the only thing that we know how to do. You put it this way, je ne regrette rien, you know. The past is like a big rock and you can't move it, you know, so there's no point in going over things they've done in the past. Of course you look back and you go, oh shit, what was I wearing, or what were we thinking, you know, but I think, you know, you learn actually more from your mistakes than you do from when things go well. No, I mean, there's one way of looking at that we're kind of living in a postmodern dilemma where everything's been done before, but people and artists are always going to have the need and the urge to be creative and sort of to say, you know, their kind of take on reality and what's going on in the world. And there's some really interesting stuff happening now in music, you know, so even when you think nothing new can be done, you know, this kind of like psychedelic hip-hop that comes out, you know, for example. So, no, I don't think we feel limited. I mean, I suppose that we're touring, we do such long tours, so right now we've been on the road for like almost a year and a half. So I'm getting a little bit itchy, you know, want to, you know, because we've been talking about the same things, you know, to do with Battle for the Sun, but we kind of moved on a little bit from that, you know, so I guess that's slightly limiting, you know, but the world's a big place and we want to play to as many people as well, so it's kind of, you know, give and take. TVs and chairs? No. We moved on to goats, you know? Live animals, that's what we do. Sacrifice sort of goats and lamb, you know, check them out the window.